Hello, my angels, and welcome to my tapping series where I help you regulate and refocus on what it is that you actually want. So, tapping is actually so helpful because it really helps you acknowledge the resistance that's coming up as the same time that you're getting your nervous system regulated, allowing for really smooth transitions as you step into your new identity. I also like it being an ADHD girly, self diagnosed, but I really feel like it's easier for me to be able to actually focus and put intentional time. And I know how hard it can actually be when the 3D isn't matching what it is that you're wanting. So maybe your SP is acting the complete opposite of what you're affirming, or maybe your circumstances just seemingly keep getting more and more impossible. Or maybe you just simply keep seeing things that trigger you and you're just wondering, why is this not working for me? But I really want you to understand when I say that the 3D is not proof that you failed. It's just all of your old thoughts playing out. So today we're shifting from reacting to leading. Because when you stop letting the 3D shake you, that's when it actually bends in your favor. Now, don't get me wrong, I used to be so dramatic and I was very irregulated. So I'm still a little bit dramatic, but that's just my personality. But now I can actually accept that and get exactly what I want. So, with that being said, remember no matter how dramatic you may seem, you might just be a little irregulated. So, let's tap and get your 3D circumstances moving in the exact direction that you're asking for. So, even though what I see right now feels so discouraging, I really want to give up. Even though my SP is not showing up how I want them to, and my 3D seems to just be getting worse. Even though I feel like I'm doing everything right and it's still just not working, I am choosing to deeply love, accept, and trust myself right now. Even though I feel so triggered by the 3D, and I just catch myself reacting and spiraling a lot because it honestly just shouldn't be this way. If manifesting really works, wouldn't everything be here right now? Like, why is it taking so long? I am choosing to remember that the 3D is old and my new reality is already unfolding. Creation is simply finished. To the eyebrow. Ugh, I just really hate when the 3D just isn't matching my vision. It really just makes me doubt myself and if any of this stuff is even actually real. It really just makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong or I'm just not getting it. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'm not. The 3D is just a reflection of my past thoughts. It actually has nothing to do with what's coming next. Under your arm. What I want is already mine. It just seems like I keep feeling everything so intensely, and then I just keep blaming myself for messing up. Like, why do I keep reacting? Why am I keeping these cycles still so active? Why does it seem like everyone else gets it so easily, but when it comes to me, it's the hardest thing ever? It feels like I just can never get what it is that I want. I feel like when I do get what I want, it just doesn't stay, or I just receive breadcrumbs. It's never the full thing. It seems like I just always have to try harder than everyone else, and it's really just not fair. But I am choosing to remember my power, so I release the need to react to my 3D. I am choosing to release the fear that things just aren't working out for me. I'm releasing the belief that my circumstances are more powerful than me, or this is just too impossible to ever receive. Because I create my reality. Not my SP, not the 3D, me. And I choose to stand firm in what I know is true. That I always get what I want. I always get what I want. That the universe is just always rearranging itself for me because I said so. Everyone is literally doing everything in their power right now and moving for me to get my manifestation. I don't chase, I don't force, I allow. I simply ask and I receive. I don't have to beg for validation from the 3D. I simply command the 3D to catch up to me every single time, and it works like a charm. I am the version of me who already has my desire, and it just came so naturally. Because I know that if I already had this thing, I really wouldn't be checking. I really wouldn't be doubting. I really wouldn't be reacting right now. And it's not to say these emotions aren't important, but I release the need to react right now. I fully trust my power. I fully trust me. I completely trust that my manifestation is simply inevitable. So, all of these emotions of doubt, fear, or frustration, I simply acknowledge them, send them love, and I release them. My emotions are not here to control me. My emotions are not here to keep me trapped or to keep me stuck. My emotions are not something that are working against me. I can easily view them as messengers versus threats. I no longer need to fear these emotions or stories that keep coming up. I can simply acknowledge it's just old news and old parts of me that are still wanting and waiting to be acknowledged. So I acknowledge them and I release them with ease. I got the message and I know exactly what they're trying to tell me. I know that no emotions or opposing thoughts can ever ruin my manifestation. I literally always get what I want, no matter how dramatic I may come across. I'm just a little intense, and that's okay. I really just feel deeply, and that's okay. Because these emotions just remind me of how powerful I actually really am. And I allow them to be here, and I know that I still get exactly what I want every single time. I know that these emotions might be really uncomfy, but I know that they're also not my truth and they're not my natural state of being. So I allow them to shed, and I know growth can sometimes be really uncomfortable. But I am choosing to know I am unstoppable. I am able to control my emotions and my reactions now with ease because they no longer control me. I don't need to be nonchalant or careless or act like I'm better than anyone to get what it is that I want. I don't need to downplay anything because if I desire it, I know a version of me genuinely already has it. I just need to know how to be secure and in control of myself. And that's easy because no one knows me better than I know myself. I fully trust myself. I'm so secure in myself. And I fully know my worth and value. I truly know all of this power that I hold. And it's been here the whole time. My SP is shifting right now because I shifted. I know my circumstances are dissolving as we speak. They're already seeing me differently. Every moment, the energy is moving in my favor. I don't have to sit here and force things to happen or convince anyone to react or move a certain way. I just have to allow them to. I know that I'm so magnetic and I know I'm so powerful. I know I'm so chosen and I don't have to manipulate or force anything. I can just simply relax and receive now. I'm always getting exactly what I want because I'm very aware of the exact power that I hold. And so it is. Now take a deep breath in and out. Now, I really want you to remind yourself the 3D is just a delayed reaction. Okay. And you're already living in the exact end that you want to. So from now on, really allow the 3D to catch up to you because that's how this works. And you know it's yours. So no emotion or thought can ever ruin whatever it is that you have created because you're simply just shining your awareness on exactly what it is that you want to experience. Your subconscious link to these fears is what is actually keeping it alive, not these random intrusive thoughts or these nagging emotions. So simply remind yourself that emotions are just messengers, letting you know what signals are going on within. And this is key time to really see what stories you have attached to these emotions. So don't allow your triggers to keep becoming something other than a guide to get you exactly where you're asking to go because that's all they're here to do. So I just know this video is helping you along in your manifestation journey and you're getting exactly what you want and more. So until next time, love bugs.